Hello everyone, and welcome back. This is Laura with Diamond Painting and Stitching with Laura, and today I'm doing a whip and gab, and I'm working on the Disney picture, which is 60 by 80, 60 by 90, 90 by 60 if you will. That looks like that. And we're getting there. We got probably it'll be about a foot, so we're not making too fast of progress around here. How's everybody doing? Hope everybody's having a great day. It's really a nice day here. The sun is shining and it's supposed to be in the 60s. Might get some rain, but that usually doesn't ever happen. It seems like we live in a valley, and everything, and the wind blows sometimes, but it's what I was going to say is that sometimes it blows it right out of here. And the color I'm using right now is 995, and they're round drills. And let's see, today's my day off, or one of my days off I should say. I actually get two. So I've been busy today. I cleaned out my studio. Yay! Oh. Well, let's put it this way. There is a hole in the middle of the floor, and there's boxes stacked in a circle. I'd say that Wendy with Gone Off My Meds did a far better job than me. I haven't Kamari'd it yet, but I'm thinking about it. When I moved my shelf out of here, I just shoved everything in boxes. I didn't go through them on everything. And so, sorry, I gotta take my coat off. So things are just kind of helter-skelter. I mean, I know where my paints are, which, is 95% of the time what the kids want, or the grandkids want to play with, is the paints. But what kid doesn't want to get messy and get in the paints and glue and stick stuff everywhere? So you could open any box and accomplish all that. So as long as I had it organized, I had a bunch of boxes when I emptied out the boxes from Amazon back last summer, and I was saving them, but to come to find out, they weren't deep enough to really box anything up with. So got rid of all that and straightened that all out, swept the floor. Yep, I'm done. Time to diamond paint. Yep, time to do something else. But I did have to go to town and pick up Molly. Hey! Really? Oh my goodness. Sorry guys. Pick up the package that I just did the unboxing for. And in the middle of it all, they had a lockdown at all the schools because of a potential shooter. Oh yeah, it's been a great day, yeah. Molly! Sorry. And yeah, I guess that's all over with, and that situation resolved. We live, I'll say 2 hours from Denver. But where this person was supposed to be, or their center of interest, was Columbine High School, which is about an hour and a half from where I'm at. So they had all the kids on lockdown. There was cops all over town. I was like afraid to even go to the post office because I didn't know if they'd have it shut down, but they didn't. So everybody acted reasonable and normal. So I don't know too many particulars on the other part, but I just know that the lockdown's over at the school. I called my son, who's the next town over, and he said, yeah, they were locked down. But from what I hear, it was every school in the state of Colorado, so, or something to that effect. So, like I said, I don't have the particulars. I just saw that they were looking for this person and that they were locked down. Some of the schools, I guess, in Denver didn't even open today, and which I think is kind of a smart move, because people are funny. You just you don't know what somebody's going to do. And better to be safe than sorry, so. Well, that's over with. So then I had to go to the grocery store and fight all the mess there and get a few things. And came home and had pizza for lunch. Whoa, boy, I've had a big day. Usually we go out to lunch, but we just did that last week, so at the end of the week. So I really wasn't in the mood to go out to lunch, and we'll probably go out next week. We try to go once a week, my daughter and I and my granddaughter, but not this week. Just too much stuff here and there going on, and she had some projects she wanted to finish at her house, so just didn't work out. But yeah, so I've had kind of a quiet day. I worked a little bit on I worked on this last night after I did my video on my sewing thing, and I got just as wide as this is, from about here to where that line is right there. So yeah, it's coming along. Slow but sure. I can't believe how long this has taken. This is just driving me crazy. I'm like, oh my god, what color was I doing? But I like this blue. It's so pretty. The colors are really pretty in this. And being round, you'd think it would go faster, but I'm starting to slow down because I keep switching from squares to rounds to sewing to, you know, cross stitch, and I've just got to stop. My brain is on tilt. And finish something here, you know, because I like to do different things during different parts of the day. I have more light during the day, of course, and I can open my windows if I dare, you know, if I don't want to listen to the dog bark. But the people next door that moved in, which seems to be primary interest for Miss Molly lately, is I believe they work, you know, so people don't come and go. But last night they put their little dog out in the yard, and oh my god, Molly just went totally ape mitt, you know. And I couldn't hardly get her shut up, and she's so nuts. She wanted me to let her out so she could go and bark at this dog. Well, our yard's on the other side. She didn't realize that she couldn't see the other dog, you know. I'm like, no, not happening. So, yeah. So she proceeded to sit on the back of the chair and yap away. Like she was going to tear this other dog's head right off. So I had to listen to that. Yeah, that's about as exciting as it gets around here. And I'm sure that dog is like, oh my god, what did they move me into? And I have to put up with that every time I have to go out? Yeah. Yeah, Molly, yeah, she's getting old and cantankerous, and when I tell her to quit, 95% of the time she don't. So, we just let her be. But I try to keep it under control when I'm trying to video. But sometimes that doesn't work out, so hopefully that doesn't offend anybody. But anyway, let's see, what else did I do? Oh, I made ribs last night, and they had back ribs on sale, which they never have at the grocery store. I used to be able to buy back ribs all the time, and here they don't get them but once or twice a year when they have kind of a rib fest, if you will. But because I like the beef back ribs, but I was gone all day, so I had them in the crock pot and had them on high, and they were just like falling off. I mean, which is a good thing, but they were falling apart so bad I couldn't get them in. I wanted to put them in my broiler and put some barbecue sauce on it, but I just opted for having barbecue sauce on the side. So, and they were a little bit fattier than I like, and they were beef, not pork. But they were good. It tasted good. I bought a ham on sale, so I'm going to have that on Easter, and then I'll baggie all the excess ham up. I just got one I can put in the crock pot. It wasn't very big, and they had a good deal on them, so yay! And I don't eat that much ham. I mean, that ham will sit in that freezer for probably 6 months, you know. But it was something different. I usually buy chicken, beef, pork, you know, you get sick of it. And so, and I don't buy ham because there's nobody here to eat it. And I don't like those little Corn King hams anymore, you know, that, I don't know, they're boneless, you know, and they slice and they're like that big or whatever, you know. It's just kind of wasted, so I try not to do that maybe once, maybe twice a year. And I'll just put it away, and that way if I want a ham sandwich in the summer, see, I can have my ham sandwiches. And I do the same thing with corned beef. I don't buy it very often, but what is the next color? M. 3812. It's another pretty color. It's kind of a, well, it's got a little bit more blue in it. These are kind of stuck together. I should stick them in my little thing, but right now I'm not going to do that well online. I didn't think about it. I thought about it last night, but still didn't do it. But I still got my shaker. I got my shaker, Ella. Yeah. The things you learn about diamond painting, it's like, oh, that works. Yeah, let's try that. Yeah. I don't know about that thing Mrs. Coffee had, where you put them trays in there, because it looks like a recipe for my kind of disaster. Because it doesn't matter. I can hit this table, and I'd knock it off, and it'd be heavy as lead. And I have a, what do you call it? It's a TV tray, but it's real cheaply made. You know, one of those that if you tap it, it's going to fall apart. But it also folds, so the top goes, like, here's the top. And then when you put it away, the bottom part shoves underneath it so that it'll lay flat and look like so, you know. It sits over here on this corner, and I can't even count on 2 hands, let alone 1. How many times I have run into that thing, knocked the toaster 6 ways from Sunday, and I was pasting, I made some mixed media flowers, and gluing them to, I have a little short wall. It's probably 4 feet, maybe 5 across, you know, and then the width of the, or the height of the ceiling, of course. And I was gluing these flowers on there, and I left them sitting on that table. It's been months ago, guys. Just saying. Don't judge me. I was gluing them on, and left them on that table, so all I had to do was grab them off that table, because they're painted on, what do you call it? Magazine thing. Let me show you. Okay. But they're just, come on, little flowers that I just used like a marker and painted the paint and then made them look like flowers and cut them out. And see, they're on magazines. I forgot to show that in my art video. But yeah, I made like 10,252 gabillion of these. And let me take you with me and I'll show you. Hang on. We're moving. And I'll show you. Well, don't mind the mess. Please don't mind the mess. Hopefully I can cut that out. But see, I've got them all over the wall. And see, we are not done. No. This is as far as we got with it, and I'm just gluing them on. But it'll be really pretty. My daughter says, well, don't finish it. Just paint the wall here where it ends in light green to make it look like grass, or and then draw a fence. I'm like, yeah, sure. All right, hang on. We're going to go back. So we're back. I don't want to make y'all seasick going through there. But, yeah, so I hit that tray about 9,000 times, and them things have been on the floor, not on the floor, on the thing again, and back on the floor again when I hit it. So yeah, it's just peachy. So I don't need nothing else to run into. So where I was going with that was, I probably won't ever get that thing because I'm just scared to death of knocking it off. I watched, what is her name? I want to say Diamond Painting with Jen, where she had them all outlaid. But yeah, you know, I mean, if it was in an area where it wasn't going to get hit or run into, or people weren't going to be by it all the time, I mean, I could see you doing that, but not me. I mean, I swerve and hit shit, so that's how that goes. But that's just my luck. So I'm better off, you know, just putting one at a time, one color out at a time. And I like these little closed things. I don't know. I never did get any round storage containers that I liked. The ones that I did get were like super tiny, and I never did find any bigger ones. And I thought, well, then what am I going to set them in? You know, so you have to buy something that comes in a case to sit them in, and I just didn't want to go to that right now. I like these because they're compact, and I can take them if I have to. I mean, I don't go anywhere, you know, per se, where I'd have to package it all up. But these are nice. They close, and they have a lock on the side, so they were well worth the $5 that I paid for them. I've gotten so much use out of them, and I've only had to throw away maybe one or two of them that wouldn't, one or two of these little fork things, because one of them wouldn't stay shut, and it was just driving me crazy. Yeah. So, not much planned for tomorrow. I have gotten my diamond paintings hung up on my, what do you call those things? I call them pant hangers, you know, that are leveled down. I don't know. I got 3 sets of these, like this. Whoops. Yeah. And I've got, there's 2 doors in this whole house. Drives me crazy. I'm going to set that over there just so I don't drop it. And diamonds go everywhere. I have 2 doors. One door goes to the bathroom and one door goes to my bedroom. And they're both in the hottest part of the house. And there's no place else to hang anything in this house. The people that I bought this house from tore every closet out, if there was a closet, out. And they were going to redo the whole inside of this place. So they pre-prepped it, if you will, you know, like they took all the strips down. It was a nightmare. And so, consequently, there's no closets. There's not even a closet when you come through the front door. So, I don't know. That's the only place I've got to hang it. And I've got to find a flat place for in the winter, because back where they're hung, it must get to be, crap, 100 degrees. I didn't turn that around because I'm on a short leash over here. I'm just afraid they'll melt, you know, from the heat, and that's where the most heat comes out of this stupid heating system. I have a brand new furnace, but can't say much for the airflow in this place. I mean, it'll flow up here, but it just seems like it's such a small area. There's a small bathroom and then my bedroom, which will fit a king-size bed in it, but it's still small and close, if you will. So I just don't want that in the wintertime blowing right around where I've got those diamond painting hanging. And the ones I hung up were the big ones, the ones that won't fit in my drawer. So, and I didn't want to roll them up, because then I seriously would not have any room for them. So, I don't know. This place is nice, but I've got to clean out. This is an actual 3-bedroom. So, and I knew I didn't really need a 3-bedroom, but for $2,500, you can't. It was perfect. So, I made the small bedroom, which would be like a small child's bedroom or a baby's room. That's my studio. And, drink break. Got my purple G2. Flavor of the year. It's a small room, so that's why I put my studio in it. And my daughter and I are going to put more shelves up this summer. But I finally got it cleaned out. And then there's a bedroom in the front of the trailer. It had, is it a quarter bath? Where you just have the sink and the toilet in there. There's no shower. No room for a shower. And then on one wall, instead of having a closet, again, they have a great big square place that's probably 3 feet wide and, God, maybe 3 feet deep, of like a storage. There's a shelf, and then you've got the top and bottom, so it runs full 8 feet, you know, deep, up and down, but it's cut in half, and so you can store stuff in it. Well, there's a lot of stuff in there, yeah. So, we have a lot of projects, and when Christmas is over, I just pick the Christmas tree up, and lights and all, and just leave it on the tree, and then when I get ready to have Christmas again, I pull it out, because I am so not the one to put the damn Christmas tree lights on the tree more than once. Oh, my goodness, yeah. No, so I just, and it's only like a little 4 to 6 foot tree, somewhere in there, maybe it's 5 feet, I don't know. It's not very big. It sits on top of, on top of something. I just throw a white blanket over the top of my card table that I have the rest of the diamond painting monstrosities on. I have to take the works in progress out of the way, because there's 3 large works in progress over there. Don't have a thing going. And then cover it up, and then just set the Christmas tree there. And 95% of the time, I don't have Christmas at my house, so only when the grandkids come and see the Christmas tree and that kind of stuff. And for snacks or cookies or whatever it is, you know, that's all the company I have. So last year I decided I was going, not this last year, but the year before, I decided I was going to have Christmas at my house, because I hadn't done that, and this place is really small. So we had 2 card tables end to end, and we had the coffee table upside down on the couch, and chairs all around these 2 card tables, and there was barely room to breathe, because after dinner and dessert, we picked everything up and folded down all the tables just so we could sit in the front room. That's how much room there isn't. But hey, I pulled off Christmas dinner for my son and his wife and their 3 kids. My daughter had Christmas at their house. If we'd had 5 more people there, they wouldn't have fit. And it was just really lucky that it was nice weather at Christmas time. I mean, it wasn't freezing cold, or it wasn't snowing and blowing. But, yeah, so I don't think Grandma will be doing that again. So maybe I'll just have everybody over Christmas Eve, and we'll have cookies and eggnog and hot chocolate and that kind of thing. Because that was, yeah, not really fun. But it was kind of close. And everybody's getting so big, you know. Kids are growing up, and you don't account for that, so they're almost teenagers. So, yeah, Grandma thought she had more space. So maybe Grandma will do barbecues in the summer, and we can all eat outside. So, we'll see. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, okay. I'm doing the right thing. Never mind. Never mind. I thought I was putting the wrong letter down. Where did I see that? Really? Okay. Well, I'll find it in a minute, I'm sure, as soon as I put this away. But these are nice drills. Before I started filming this, I thought, oh, I'll fill up a color or 2. Yeah. Of course, they were full of static. I had drills everywhere. Yeah, it was great. Just special, special, special. Let's see. Anything else going on? Got some things coming, but short of that, not much else. I did order a diamond painting from Timney Arts to see how they were. Oh, now come on. Oh, I was going to say, where'd it go? Oh, shit. I told you I'd find them. They're right there, those ends. Have to look. Go this way, not that way. Okay. Oh yeah, let's pull out 100 for 5 drills. From Timney Arts, and it was supposed to be here like the first week of May, and I got an email saying that it'll be between the middle of May to the end, no, the beginning of June. I'm like, great. Oh, maybe we'll finish something in between. Maybe, just maybe. It's not like we need something else to do. God knows. But, oh, well. I need to clear up this little mess over here. Oh, way, like, that way. Sorry. I know, this thing is just outrageous. I don't know. I can hardly wait to get that long arm, because it'll solve a lot of problems. But, let's see. The F, the E, and the 5s look like they're, like, out of control. There's lots of them. 3, 8, 4, 5. 4, 5. 4, 5, 4, 5. We have K and J, and they both have that light blue background. Let's see here. 3, 8, 4, 5. It's K. I'm trying to get all the little ones, and then I can just go fill in the blanks here. H. Now watch, I can't find a K. Jeez. But it has some nice colors in it. I like it. I like it. It's just taken forever to do. And I wish I could figure out how to watch videos and do my video and at the same time. There just never seems to be enough time for anything here. Where did that puppy go? Oh well, it's there. Now, these drills that I have over here, they're not bad drills that I'm putting in here. It's when I spill them and I don't see them that, yeah. So, we have a little confetti things going, and if I need one of those colors and figure out that it's matching to something else. But this is per diamond painting. So, when I finish this diamond painting and I'm unkitting all this, then I will put them in a little baggie and I'll put them with those drills so that I know it came from that batch. And I usually put them in a Ziploc bag, a little Ziploc bag, depending on how many I have, of course. And write what numbers and what kit it came from sometimes. And then I'll put them away, and then when I get into, you know, it's winter again and I have nothing else better to do with my day and time, that one seems to stick better. When I have nothing else better to do, then I put them in my book that I showed you guys. But other than that, that way they're close if I get something. I don't even know who I got this from anymore. I can't, I don't know if I can unroll it. Oh, sure. Well, it just doesn't. Okay. I guess it doesn't say on here. I can't remember, guys. I'm sorry. I got it at AliExpress, and it wasn't Kazooie, or the one that I got this square one from. Does it say on this? Home Fun. I got this one from Home Fun. It says Home Fun. But the drills are far and beyond better H than what I had before. Oh, it's 996. My other favorite color. I like blue. This is one, the 995 and the 996 is in Dream. Oh, it's such a pleasure to work with beautiful colors. Beautiful colors. But now if I can find the H's. They're kind of dark. Oh, when I was cleaning out my studio, I found 2 light pads. One of them I got does not work. And I had emailed the company. I got it from not AliExpress. Jeez. Amazon. And, yeah. It didn't work. And I hadn't heard from him. And I thought, fine, I'll just go buy another one. He's probably not going to give me my money back. I took a picture. I showed him my video. You know, that was like an episode. And then I never heard from him. So I went and bought another one. And about 2 to 3 days after I received my second one, they sent me one. They couldn't email me and say that. So, yeah. So we own $60 worth of light pads. So I have a backup if something happens to this. It just doesn't seem to be as bright as it has been. But, you know, hey, I didn't spend that much money on it. It's not. Please. Thank you. So, it's nice. And I'm glad I got it. You know, I don't regret that. And no, because there were some that I would never have gotten through unless I had a light pad. And I haven't used it for anything else. I wanted to make sure I'm doing this right. Hang on. Okay. You know, any other craft project that I know of. Of course, I could have used it when I was tracing things and holding them up to the window. And oh, geez, yeah, not happening. So not happening. But didn't have it then, but I have it now, and I love it, and I would recommend it to anybody. And I was trying to think who I got that from. I want to say Easy Painter, but I don't think that's right. The light pads. It was something like that. I mean, it was some really quickie name, but I don't remember now. That was back in like August. I've slept since then, and done a few diamond paintings, so I can't begin to tell you hardly. If I don't write it down, I have no clue where anything came from. And I save my stuff in AliExpress that I've ordered, you know, to be able to look at the orders and, oh, well, that turned out really well. I'll get something else from them. Because otherwise, it just ain't happening. And I don't write them down, you know, and keep a notebook like some people do. They're just more organized than me. I don't feel it's necessarily. I get it, I do it, we're done, you know. And I don't need to keep track too close. I did order an embroidery of one of the diamond paintings I had. And it's not coming until the middle of May. So we will see. But now I have 2 of them that are huge. And it's just a cross stitch. It's not a beaded cross stitch. And I don't know. I think the other, the beaded cross stitch that I did get, I believe it was, man, I looked and looked and looked, 15 million things. I believe it's Golden Pano. So it'll be here in weeks, you know, because it's coming from China. So we'll see how that works. You know, I just wanted something small. And, you know, maybe get me excited about making the big one. But that big one, my God, it just, ooh. Yep, I can't think about that now. Nope, not gonna, no negativity. Positively, we're trying to relax here. We're diamond painting. So, I don't know what this is supposed to be. I think this right here, I don't know if you can see it. Oh, come on. Really? It's just being a pain in the neck. I don't know if turning it off made it better or worse. Let me tip you forward. But this right here is one of those fairies. And she's sprinkling her dust, and there's the other fairy. I'm going to tip you back. There we go. Sorry, guys. Never got the light on again. It's kind of dark over here. I mean, you got dark blue, and then you got a white E on a medium blue, and then you got the black 5s, which are 310s. I was so confused when I was working on, I think it was Dream. I think, no, yeah, Dream. Whew, wow. Recall, what number am I working? Oh, yeah. Because their number, I don't know how that turned out. Number 5 on this is, what is that, 939? And then Y is 310. Somehow that works out. Sorry, that train of thought really didn't go anywhere. I love this color. It's like a purple blue. It's 820. It'd be pretty in, what do you call it? Not fabric, but embroidery floss. It'd be gorgeous. With some highlights. Colors getting me every time. But other than that, let's see. I don't think anything else is going on. I haven't done anything real exciting. It was kind of a, not a letdown, but oh, that's over with. The Diamond Art Club big sale, you know, you wait for it so long, and oh, there it is. Oh, okay, yep, I got what I needed. Okay. And it's like, shit, really? Okay. Now we don't, I guess we have to wait for May 7th, because I want my Jessica Rabbit. I want mine. It's got my name on it, I know it does. It's there somewhere. And they'll get it there. So. But that's, I think, that and NOLA. They haven't, I haven't looked today, you know, frothing for weeks here, but haven't looked today. I'm waiting for when they get NOLA in, and then I'll have that one, the one I want there. And the other one was, I don't believe it's called, I think it's just called Wonderland is the other one that I might get. I've never seen that before, and it's a Mandy Manzano. And I was just, oh, really? I don't remember ever seeing it. But I thought it had a lot of beautiful, beautiful colors. Not that I am an Alice in Wonderland fan. I hated that book. I hated it. I didn't like it. I didn't get it. I was more Cinderella, Sleeping Beauty, Seven Dwarfs, you know. That didn't appeal to me. The rabbit was neurotic, and then there was that little guy that ran around. They were frightening. Just, no. But when I look at that diamond painting, I don't necessarily connect it with Alice in Wonderland. So, I just thought the colors were pretty, as usual. You know me, guys. Yeah, gotta have the color. Oy vey. I am so not making any progress. I might finish this by December at the rate I'm going, when I'm not on here and having to talk and put drills down. It goes pretty fast. I mean, I did from right where that line is, maybe, sorry, that much, you know, from here to there, and that little small space in maybe 2 hours at the most. I mean, and that would be pushing it, and I was going back and forth, and somebody was on last night, and I'd take a break, and then I'd leave it on, and I ran out of whip and chat to listen to while I was diamond painting, because the other night with Mrs. Coffee, man, I was just, I mean, slamming on there. I couldn't believe how fast I was getting it done, and I was just listening. So, but so I like to have something yapping in the background, but and usually by the time I get ready to diamond paint at night, I'm tired, so in a way, and I just trying to kind of wind down from work and everything that happened during the day there, but other than that, you know, we don't get too exciting around here at all. We just, and this would probably bore most people to death, you know, I mean, just sitting here doing this all day. But I find this fascinating because I want to see what it's going to look like when it's done. That's what drives me. And it's like, okay, one more color, one more color, one more color. I don't know. I told my mother she has to stay by herself because my sister and her husband are gone. They went to Australia and New Zealand on a vacation in a cruise. And so my mother's at the house, their house, watching the dogs. And I told her, I said, well, if you're really bored, I could send you a diamond painting. But she didn't want me to do that. I don't understand it. She just don't get it. But she is 82 years old, so she probably doesn't think she could see all that. And I don't know. You'd just be surprised if you really want to do something, how fast it gets done. Yep, yep, yep. Well, this is a boring color. I liked it. All this top part seems to be like this blue. Thought maybe I could get some light behind it, but that isn't working. Can't see. But it's coming along. Coming along, coming along, coming along. Oop. And it's not too, I mean, there are parts of this, granted. I mean, down here, that was a mess. That was way down at the other end, if I can pull it down. Was just confetti city, man. And then, you know, there's other parts that have bigger, I should say. Not big, because there ain't no huge parts on this at all. But, it's trying to, well, pull it back a little bit so I could show you what kind of progress we're doing here. Let me get a hold of the, I gotta get up. And let me come this way. That way. Oh, the damn light is always in the way. Trying to hold it. Whoops, it's still. Sorry guys, I'm just super shaky. And watch, the phone will just. So it's getting there. It's real sparkly and shiny. And right now I'm just letting it hang over because it's been like folded over like that. Not crunched, you know, but so I'm just kind of letting it breathe and lay out flat. And I think it'll be fine, you know, when I get done with it. Ooh. Sorry guys, I forgot I was still holding on to it. I'll show you the bottom too. When I get done with it, I'll lay it out, and I will lay books on it for probably about a week. And then I'll put the glue stuff on it. And you see Snow White and some of the dwarfs down here. I can't tell what you're seeing. Let me see if I go back. So, I don't know what this is. I think it's one of the dwarfs standing there because I think that's his feet. But anyway, so I think we're going to get off here today. Thank you guys for joining me. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. And don't forget to hit the bell so you know when my next video comes out. Y'all have a good day. God bless. Bye-bye.